So these are 3 strategies to create a healthy body that don't require a lot of strength, don't require a lot of ability, and are very easy and kind to your joints. So hello, this is Dr. CJ with Pura Vida Wellness. We are continuing our discussion on my 12 core concepts to living your most amazing, peaceful, joy-filled, healthy, energetic, vital life. That's what I want to teach you. That's what I care about. 58 years on the planet, I have come up with 12 main concepts that if we follow those 12 core concepts, and if we take the time and invest in our health, then we can have a better life. We can have a bigger impact. Why are we here? Why are you here other than to have an impact, to help others, to make a difference? As human beings, we all have that desire to make a difference. So my 12 core concepts that I have been discussing, one new core concept each week. We are on core concept number 6, which is pure body. We started off 5.5, 6 weeks ago with pure food. And then we went into pure water, and all of these recordings are available to you. So if you've missed any of these topics, they are available on my YouTube channel, Dr. CJ Benkert. Please subscribe, hit the notifications button if this is interesting to you, if you want to live your best life, if living a pure life, a pure heart, a pure body, a pure mind sounds appealing to you, then go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and hit the notifications button. So anytime I go live and anytime we post a new video into the YouTube channel, you can see what's up, what's new. I'm here to bring you as much value and as much cutting edge science as possible so that you can live your purest life, your best life. So we went into pure water. And then the third core concept was sugar burning versus fat burning. A huge part of my 12-month coaching program is teaching your body, teaching your cells how to burn fat for fuel instead of sugar, because 88% of Americans are insulin resistant, which we now know, based on Dr. Benjamin Bikman's work, why we get sick is the cause and the beginning of almost all chronic degenerative illnesses that are reversible. So diabetes, strokes, heart disease, high blood pressure, erectile dysfunction, hormone imbalances, everything starts with insulin resistance, which has to do with you're stuck in sugar burning, you're eating too many sugars and carbs, and you're eating too often, and your body has now become insulin resistant, which creates high levels of insulin, high levels of inflammation, high levels of aging. And if we want to reverse and get you better and give you the life that you want so that you can sleep better and have more energy and lose weight and feel good about your body, we got to get you out of insulin resistance. And the only way to do that is to slowly over time teach your body how to burn fat for fuel instead of sugar. And that's what I specialize in. That's what my 12-month Pura Vida Transformation System does, is it takes you through different stages of eating, nutritional support. We cover all 12 of these core concepts over the 12 months because the end goal is you are no longer insulin resistant. You're now in your 20s or 30s metabolically. You feel good. You look the best you've looked since you were in high school, 20s or 30s, and now you don't have to worry about getting cancer, becoming a burden to your family by becoming, having early signs of dementia, Alzheimer's, heart attacks, strokes, all these things that we think are just commonplace is not commonplace. It's commonplace, but it's not normal. It's not normal to be sick. It's not normal to be insulin resistant. And all of these illnesses and 1,600 people a day dying of cancer does not have to happen. We don't have to suffer. We don't have to say goodbye to our family members early. Yes, we're here for a limited time, but the quality of your life and how long you're here and the experience that you have while you're here is completely under your control. I want to give you back that power by educating you and empowering you. Next concept, the fourth core concept, is diet variation. The fifth core concept, we did a whole week and a half of different types of fasting variation. Go back and watch those. Even if you just start intermittent fasting, oh my goodness, how powerful would that be? I actually accomplished a 7-day water fast, and I ended it last Sunday, so just a few days ago. So 7 days, I went 7 days of a water fast as I took you through and taught you all the different types of fast. So the sixth core concept that we're discussing this week, and I had Coach Teresa from my office, one of my most amazing health coaches that helps me take people through our Pudha Vida transformation system. She took care of the last 2 lessons. She did a training on strength training, how to build muscle. So please go back and watch that. It's amazing. I learned a lot myself from that lesson. And then yesterday she covered stretching and flexibility, another great lesson. I also learned something that I'd never known before about stretching the fascia underneath your feet for a good minute. Each foot will completely loosen up the entire fascia of your entire body. So amazing. So today, what am I going to talk about today? Let's cover for the next 10 minutes the next part of the 6 core concept, having a pure body. And today we're going to cover 3 different things that you can do to help have a healthier body. But I want to give you 3 practical solutions that are joint friendly, low impact, that anybody, no matter where they're at physically, no matter how old they are, should be able to do some form of. So the 3 things that I'd like to cover today, and I'm going to talk about the benefits of them, how I've incorporated these into my life, and how important it is to have this regular daily routine of self-care, self-nurturing, so that you can have your purest life and have the best energy. And just basically, we're here to have fun and enjoy ourselves. And if you're hurting and if you're not healthy, you can't have fun and enjoy yourself. So the 3 things I'd like to cover is yoga, Tai Chi, and massage. So these are 3 strategies to create a healthy body that don't require a lot of strength, don't require a lot of ability, and are very easy and kind to your joints. So I'm an athlete. I've always been an athlete. I've been extremely active my entire life. I was a huge tomboy. I used to climb trees and 1-story garage buildings and jump off the garage roof onto the ground. No wonder I'm having some issues with my hip joints now that I'm 58 years old. So I love playing basketball. I can still play, but I will tell you, with how hard I've been on my body and the impact that I've made my body go through with the years of, running and jumping and wakeboarding and surfing and basketball and, just really a lot of impact on my joints. So I realize as I'm getting, close to 60 years old, hey, if I want this body to last as long as possible. And I still want to be able to move and groove and have strength and, muscle tone. I need to kind of switch up what I'm doing. So about 5 years ago, I started grounding, and I have we have a whole core concept on earthing and grounding that we'll be covering next week. So I'll get into more detail on that. But what I started doing about 5, 6 years ago is every single morning, even if I'm traveling, I ground, I do one-legged balanced yoga poses, and I stretch. So that has helped me tremendously. I suffered most of my life with low back pain. And since I started doing this grounding, connecting with the earth, which I'll cover in detail next week, but primarily when I'm grounding and barefooted in the grass, which I do every single day, I lift up one leg. And so I lift up one leg and I balance on one leg. And I have just listened to my body. Okay, lifting up one leg. All right, now I'm going to bring my leg behind me, going to lift up my arm. And in the beginning, I could barely stand on one leg. I'd lose my balance. And then I'll just feel my body and I breathe and I stretch, like what Coach Teresa talked about yesterday, just feeling and going slow and then I go to the other leg and I'll bring a leg up and bring my arm up and I'll just stretch and breathe. So these one-legged poses have strengthened my core like crazy. And now I don't have hardly any back pain. 5, 6 years ago, before I started this daily routine, at least once or twice a year, my low back would go out to the point where I couldn't even walk. I mean, it would go out. Like I was like down for the count. I was walking around, like a 80, 90-year-old woman, trying to have someone drive me to the chiropractor to get adjusted. And I would be like completely down for a good week. That has happened pretty much. I remember the first time it happened, I was in high school, 15, 16 years old. So here I am, 58, been doing this daily routine of just lifting up one leg. If I can back up a little bit so you guys can see me, just lifting up one leg and just balancing. That's all I do. And then I'll put the leg behind me. And then maybe I'll do a little outstretch. And I just slowly listen to my body and just done these different little poses. And I know a lot of the stuff that I do are yoga poses. I've never really taken yoga, but when I see like maybe a yoga video, I'm like, hey, I do that. Oh, downward dog. Oh, that's what that is. I do that. So you know what? We all have this knowingness. We all have this amazing intuition inside. Just listen to your body. So yoga. Now, Tai Chi, again, never really taken Tai Chi, maybe like one or two little classes. Same with yoga, like one or two classes, but never like been formally trained in yoga or Tai Chi. But, I listen to my body. So maybe now I have 2 feet on the ground and I just do different motions and I just listen and I just feel and I just do whatever I need to do just to kind of stretch. And I lift up and I lengthen my spine and I just do this. And again, anything that I'm doing right now is just like me tuning in to my inner being, my inner knowingness. We all have the ability to listen to our body, and our body will tell us what it needs. So yoga, Tai Chi, and the third is massage. A week does not go by. Now, when COVID hit, boy, I was not a happy camper because for years, originally having my own chiropractic practice, I started practicing in 1993. I was a full-time chiropractor before I sold my practice and started doing all of this health coaching with nutrition and diabetic reversal and keto and feast and famine and all these amazing scientific principles. But for 20 years, I had my own chiropractic practice and I always had massage therapists on staff and I got worked on at least once a week. Well, when COVID hit, There was no massage. I was not a happy camper because this girl gets a massage once a week, sometimes twice a week. I don't normally go more than about once a week without a massage. Um, and the reason being, it's along the same lines as the yoga and the Tai Chi. So let's just cover the benefits of yoga, Tai Chi, massage. It's all very similar. Obviously, massage is a little bit different than yoga and Tai Chi. There's no motion in massage. Someone else is doing the motion for you. But really, the three things that I'm covering today, as far as how to have a pure body, how to take care of your body, how to be good to yourself, how to nurture yourself, how to love yourself, how to fill up your cup first so that you can be that most amazing, filled, loving, whole person, so that now you have something to give your grandchildren, your spouse, your coworkers. If you're not filling up your cup first, you don't have anything to give. So what are the benefits of yoga, Tai Chi, massage? Well, the main benefit in my mind is you're connecting to your inner being. So there's like this mind body connection that happens when you tune into your body and you do these one-legged poses and you do this Tai Chi. You're tuning into who you really are, your inner being. So it's like this mind body connection that is just a natural part of yoga and Tai Chi. The other thing that they all have in common is relaxation. When you're breathing and you're just connecting with who you are, it's relaxing. It relieves stress. You sleep better. Circulation increases. Your blood pressure decreases. Yoga and Tai Chi that I've talked about today increases flexibility, balance, huge, and strength. So when you're just standing on one leg, your core has to tighten up. You start getting more toned. You start getting more strength. I do not do any muscle training. Unfortunately, I should be. I should be doing strength training. The toneness that you see, the leanness that you see, is because of the fasting that I do, the diet variation that I do, and that every single day I do one-legged poses, barefooted on my grass. That's what this is. Now, could I be even stronger and get some of the strength back into my legs if I started doing some strength training? Yes, I should be doing strength training. I'm not right now. That's my target for quarter 4 is to gain some muscle, hire a personal trainer that can walk me through and hold me accountable to start putting some muscle, primarily on my legs, my thighs, getting my legs stronger so that I can support my hips and knees so that I don't have the kind of inflammation and pain that I have sometimes in my hips and knees because of my past and how hard I've been on my body. So those are the benefits: relaxation, decreased stress, better sleep, lower blood pressure, increased circulation. And to me, it's that whole mind body connection, increases balance, um, definitely helps with back pain, neck pain, back pain. Um, it can ease any arthritic pain. So those are the main benefits of yoga, Tai Chi, massage. This has been part of our pure body training on how to have a healthier body. And I will just finish with this. 7.5, 8 years ago, I was a miserable human being. I was stuck in sugar burning. I was depressed. I was full of inflammation. I could barely sleep. And I remember praying and looking up into the heavens and thinking to myself, oh my goodness, because I think I was 49 or 50 at the time. And I've always had that mindset, I'm going to live to be 100, right? I remember praying and saying, if this is how I'm going to feel for the next 50 years of my life, I don't want to be here. I was miserable. My chemistry was off. My hormones were off. I was stuck in sugar burning. I was full of inflammation. And I started putting these principles to work that I had learned over the years from different mentors like Dr. Daniel Pompa, Dr. Van Merkel and Dr. Percival and Dr. McCullough. I started taking these principles of fasting, intermittent fasting, diet variation. And that's how we are now, 8 years later, with this Who to Be the Transformation system that I now teach others. But the point is that 7.5, 8 years ago, I did not have good relationships. I did not have a good spiritual connection with my creator. I was depressed. I was not happy. So my mental, emotional health was not good. For me, and I have seen this thousands of times with other clients that have come through and gone through our program, it's getting your body healthy, getting your physiology healthy, turning your body from a sugar burner into a fat burner. It's getting your body healthy first that allows you to have the life that you want, to have better relationships, to connect with your higher power, to start changing your thoughts and feelings and get rid of that depression and anxiety. It starts with your body. We are what we eat. You can't have healthy relationships if you're in pain all the time. You can't reverse anxiety, depression, if you have an unhealthy, dysbiotic gut. So I encourage you to take a look at your body, do what's necessary to heal your body, continue to tune in and listen to what we've discussed so far. Go back. If you want to get your body in shape, please go back and watch the topics on pure food, pure water, sugar burning versus fat burning, diet variation, and fasting. And then we've ended that series with the 6 core concept, which is pure body, which is more of like muscle building, exercise, stretching, massage, etc. Tomorrow, we're going to end the 6 core concept of pure body with talking about the myth and the falsehood of losing weight and getting to your ideal weight has to do with more exercise and less food. So that's what I'm going to bring to you tomorrow. Why diets don't work, why losing weight's really not about exercise, because it's not an exercise calorie problem. It's a hormone problem. It's a cellular health problem. And then after that, we'll go into 7th core concept, which is earthing, grounding, getting out in nature. The 8th, which is pure spirit. The 9th core concept, pure heart. The 10th, pure mind. And then we have the 11th, which is prevention, proactivity. And the 12th core concept is detoxification, true cellular detox. That's it for today. Do something good and kind for yourself. Today, I've spent the entire day alone, grounding, stretching, yoga, praying, meditating, journaling, just hanging out and spending quality time with me. I encourage you to do something kind and nurturing for yourself as well. We treat other people so much better than we treat ourselves. If you treated other people the way that you treat and talk to yourselves, you wouldn't have anyone around in your life. But it's more important to be kind and loving and nurturing to you first so that you have something to give those around you that you love. This is Dr. CJ Benkert with Buddha Vida Wellness, loving you, encouraging you, inspiring you, motivating you, empowering you, and educating you how to live your purest life in body, mind, heart, and spirit.